Hello everyone, it's Captain Orgomi's one here. Can't believe that I'd managed to do that very quickly. Okay, where are we? Southend. Right, let's change that over. I'll make sure you can hear it. There you go. Always a good idea to make sure you can hear the game, because I don't want to do a repeat of Euro Truck Simulator 2 last week, because that was not funny. Anyway, hello 720 Adventurer. I've literally just seen chat and I'll just to be honest. And currently located at gate 5, so we'll go over to the aircraft now. If I can find a button for it. Nope, numlock? Numlock, there we go. Forgot that I needed numlock. Anyway, afternoon. We're in the plane. And let's try and find out what I'm doing. Let's turn the batteries on. It's always a good start, isn't it? Live weather, live players, live everything. On the North Europe servers, by the way. If anyone wants to fly with me, it's North Europe servers. Right, what was it? Is it external power? Is now on. Just didn't say avail. I was like, I'm sure. So I turn the seatbelt, no smoking signs on, seatbelt sign, the emergency lighting's on, the dome and overhead light, in fact we do a bit of overhead lighting. They normally do a bit during the day. Dome light, don't need that. We'll align the IRSs, because they'll take a while, assuming that I haven't got that on instant. It's difficult to tell. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Alright. The leave button is how you leave. There you go. That's right, I'm in the call with someone else. Everyone else is probably like, what? Right. Alright, let's turn the transponder on to TA. We'll squawk 7000. We'll go VFR on the ATC for now. Don't think it's gonna go through. We'll turn the cam brightness up. There we go. RS line in 7 minutes. Ground spoilers are armed. In fact, do we have ground spoilers? Yeah. We'll do the predicted wind shear on auto. Turn that lighting up a bit, as well as that one. Yeah, that all looks good. Okay, we'll come over here. We'll have a look to see how much fuel we need, shall we? We need 8,379 kilos of fuel. Which will start loading. It's going to take about 6 minutes to load, which is alright, because our IRS is going to take about 7 minutes. Increase the brightness of our autopilot panel as well, actually. I know I was missing something. There we go. I just realised I've forgotten to put the overlay on for Microsoft Flight Simulator. I don't know if I've still got that, actually, because I've installed Windows. We'll have to look into that one. What I do want to do is open up Balanta though, and then I can fun. Right, okay, we'll leave that to do its thing then. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, we want to go to flights. No map. I forgot how this works now. Get rid of that. It's got that. we'll add the flight plan from SimBrief, and we'll just leave that to do its thing. In fact, what I can do though is I can do that, and then that's in the chat for anyone who wants to go and find the thing. And I need to do that really, and that. Right, so put the wing light on. Anything else that's saying I need doing? We definitely refueling, yes. Good. Okay, because I'm flying from my virtual airline, we need to make sure that we've got the hoping for that. We Captain Hours, you can't even see this, but that will do for now. We'll find out the altimeter in a minute, because I know I need the altimeter. We'll go down to the FMC and get that planned, so we need to clear that. Okay, yeah, no, there's no GPS primary. We'll request that from SimBrief. Clear that. Next page. We want that. And confirm the fuel. Okay, that's all looking good. Cruise will be 370. Let's have 52 degrees. We'll use flaps 2, 52 degrees on the Perth page. So flaps 2. And we're using 52 degrees flex temp. And all the V1, VR and V2 speeds will wait until the passengers and the fuel is fully loaded. So we can actually start loading passengers. So if we send a request for the passengers, we should have 162. We do. There we go. Just load the passengers on. Anything else that we need to do? Data? No. Just flight plan. Ah, this page, yes. Come back to that in a moment. Fuel. I don't really need to do a lot anyway, those pages. An airport. That makes sense. Okay. So we'll go to flight plan. Southend will set our departure, and it will be a runway. Oh god, I don't know what runway we're taking off of now. 23 apparently. Best way to confirm though would be to go to the ATSU, AOC, weather request, make sure it's meta, and then send. I mean, you could go TAF, but I don't know what I'm looking for now. Now we should wait for a message to pop up. Company message, we're going to pop up. Right, okay. We could be waiting a while for a company message. Oh, yep, we've got it now. Received from VATSIM, okay. We'll just go to the printer and print it out. And once that's printed, we can just go and grab it. There we go. So yeah, the winds are 2208 knots, so it will be a runway 23 departure. Varying from 150 degrees to 280 degrees, so yeah, still 23. Ceiling and visibility okay. So it's VFR weather. 27. Hang on, no, temperature's 270.11. QNH is 1.025. So we'll put the QNH in. And passengers are on board. And we've stopped refueling, so we can also go ahead and put the seatbelt signs on. Make sure it says 1025 as well. Which it does. Still got to wait 1 minute for the RSs to align. That's done.
Ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, on behalf of myself, your captain, the first officer, and cabin crew, I'd like to take this time to welcome you aboard our flight. We're just wrapping up some paperwork up front here and waiting to receive final numbers from the ground crew, then we'll be on our way. Flight attendants will be coming through the cabin shortly with a very important safety briefing. We do ask that you give them your full, undivided attention as they review the safety operations of this Airbus aircraft. We do appreciate your business having you aboard this flight. If there's anything we do to make your flight any more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask. Welcome aboard.
Right, let's have a look to see if I've got it. No, I do have it. Cool. So I just got very excited all of a sudden. There we go. Right, I'll quickly go and set that up. Have we got a template? No. Well, that's what I want. Typical, I've got to go and customise all that. Okay. What I'll do is once we're up in the air, I'll customise the overlay and I'll put it on at some point. Oh, hello, I just noticed we started lagging. Okay. Why is that lagging? Hang on. Don't mind me, I just made a mistake there. Ah, there we go. That's much better, isn't it? Oh. Maybe. It was. Okay. When Streamlabs doesn't know how to behave properly. Right. Because we've got all the weight on board, we can go to the perf page and get our speeds put in. Not the fastest, to be honest. And that should have the entire autopilot panel set up. It was going to flight level 370, I remember that much, so we'll just put that. Like that. Yeah. Beacon on. APU. Bleeds off. Don't want the bleeds on. Start the APU now. And the EGT is rising, so the exhaust gas temperature is rising, and the what's that one? The N is rising as well. So yeah, EGT is now going down again, which is good. That's what I want to say. We're about 100%. It's now available, so no, it's available. Just click that. Make sure we have got fuel pumps on before disengaging that, because I've made a mistake before with that. Next, we want to go ahead and call a pushback tug. And we want to check for any discontinuities on our pipe plan before we go, and then after we've done all that, we should be good to just take off. Well, push back and get out of here. There is a discontinuity there. I'm going to leave that there though. I think. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Just going to clear it. There we go. Just remove it. There we go. I was going to leave it because I was going to put an arrival in there anyway, but I think we're attached based on that, so we'll disengage the parking brake. Beacon wing nav, that's all on. Just double checking everything quickly just before we do push back. There wouldn't be anything else on there. I know where runway 23 is from here, so we'll just push back. Click that over, and we'll start the engine number 1. Bleeds, that's what one is. Wrong way. Wrong way there. I think we're going to end up in the grass. We are. For some reason it's not turning. Yeah, didn't turn. For some reason, I don't know why it didn't turn there. I had to click it twice for some reason, okay. We'll just stop it there and we'll just spin round. Bit annoying. What's that? Noseable steering disc, that's fine. I can live with that. We want flaps 2. Anything else? No. Oh, yeah, auto brake max. No, not going to allow me to do that, okay. Right, engine number 2 is available. Let's try engine number 1. Go. Yeah, now Streamlabs is moaning at me. No, whatever I do, it's just lagging. Oh, that's good that that's still... Okay. It's not set up though. Yeah. Once we take off, it should be alright. MSFS is always like this on the ground for some reason. Looks fine on my end, and then Streamlabs just doesn't understand it. And it's alright initially for the first 5 minutes. It's really weird. Oh, there we go. Sounds like that's now available. It is. Taxi lights are on. And we'll go ahead and taxi down to the runway. I do apologize. That tag's awful. I don't know why it's lagging that much. There we go. I've got a look at speed. Nope. Don't want to come to a complete stop. Oh, you know what it is? Hang on. let's just do that. Because I bet that is stealing a lot of the processor power, isn't it? Because this would like to run on the not hard drive, the graphics card, which probably isn't helping matters. I'll just close that down just temporarily. This plane is going quick. Was. Right, auto brake max. Cabin check. Just so many times and it's not gone through. Yep, and take config test. That's fine. Dismiss the missile. Fine, we've got that. Stop here because that's the runway. Parking brake set. Just do our quick controls checks. Up all left, all right, pitch down, up. Rudder I can't check because that's. I've got auto rudder enabled because I haven't got any rudder pedals, so I can't check that. So that's fun. And next runway. My other question is, what is our weight and balance like? Yeah, nothing in the central tanks, that's fine. Bicycle thrust. Cool. Right. On the runway. Take what's on.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Flight attendants taking their seats for takeoff, and we're all starting to take off now. I'll save your ears because it's going to get noisy very quickly in a moment. Here we go, we're just taking off now. Airspeeds is alive. Right, V1, rotate, positive road climb, gear up. We'll pitch down just slightly because we're doing about 20 degrees, so we're going to go down to about 15. Man flex, so we want to go to climb. There we go, climb thrust. There we go. And autopilot engage. And now the autopilot's in charge. Right. Take them off. I didn't put a nose light on to take off, I just noticed that. Oops. Wing light come off. That should go on. And the frame rate seems to be improving, so that's good. And we'll go to flaps 1. And flap 0. Take a look over the wing, shall we? There you go, just got the Thames in front now. As you can see. Let's put the transponder onto TARA. I won't standardise the altimeter until we get to about 10,000 feet. And the GPS is working as expected. Right, let's standardise. I'll just use this one as a reference to our actual altitude. Right, we'll just turn our seatbelt signs. Wrong things. Landing lights off, not seatbelt signs. And we'll standardise that one as well. Doesn't complain, that one, but it should really be. It should really be standardised just like that one, so they're both saying the same thing. So for whatever reason we lose the primary flight displays, we've always got a secondary one there, which is accurate. No, for some reason game capture is working a lot smoother. It's never normally that way. Yep, so the airport's just over there somewhere. Taken off now, so it's gone. It's a shame you can't edit your graphics settings without pausing the simulator. Saying that, the frame rate seems to be alright now. Don't want to jinx anything though. What's it like when I'm like that? Not too bad. Yeah, 20,000 feet, coming up to Dover. Or Delta Victor Romeo. Ground spoilers are armed and ignition. Ah, okay. Forgotten a couple of things. And they're fixed. Yeah, seatbelts, no smoking, I understand. I don't want ground spoilers and an ignition. Oh, what on earth you did? There we go. And as you can see, we've got, I think that's France in front. And probably Belgium. As well as another person flying a Boeing 777-200. And they're about 38,500 feet. So yeah, I think that's the Captain Sim add-on that they're using. Yeah, we're just climbing up to our cruising altitude now. Looks like there's a bit of cloud in front, so we might get a tiny bit of turbulence. I haven't turned on the weather radar. Is that a boat down there? What's that? No, it's a cloud. Oh, it's a boat. Don't know why I thought that. Must be a huge boat if I can see it from here. 25,000 feet. So I'm gonna look around to make sure we've definitely got everything covered. Yeah, everything's looking good. Except for that. Yeah, I don't know if it's a bug. But yeah, apparently we should be throwing the Boeing 777. So what we'll do is we'll disengage the autopilot and try and re-engage it and hope that fixes it. If not, then we can have a bit of a... Then this could be interesting. It still hasn't registered that we left. Okay. It still hasn't registered that it reached over yet. Okay, this is going to be fun. So what I'm going to do is just do a direct to there. Direct. There we go. That's better. For some reason it didn't want to work then. Don't know why I didn't register that. But yeah. At least things are a little bit more smooth now, eh? But yeah, should start following them. Oh, it looks like they found another railway. And they've just disappeared off the radar. Oh, it's not them. It's someone else. Okay, I thought it was them. Oh no, they're back on the radar again. Yeah, the fact they're off to my right and they're off to my left sort of says it's not them. Yes, they're climbing as well. Must be at the same altitude as me. But I don't see them. So now how far away are they? Somewhere between 15 and 20 nautical, so yeah, we're not going to see them from here. If only we could though. Oh, I just found out an issue. It's saying that my simulator is about a minute and a half behind. Well, that's not good. Keeps doing that whenever I load in, it just doesn't load up the correct time. I can't modify it because I'm on live players live time. It's annoying. Yeah, what's it saying? Oh, it's not saying to me what the current time is it? No. No. Anyway, there's the overlay though. I should get that to work. Ah. Typical that, isn't it? No. So I've got an FPS counter in the bottom left, which I'm going to remove. And what else is on there that I couldn't see because it's all... Yeah, might disappear after a bit, I don't know. If not, it'll be removed on the next one. hopefully by next stream that will all be removed. But yeah, anyway, looks like we're 2,000 feet, well about 1,400 feet actually off our cruise. Which is about right, to be honest. Just seeing, are we definitely being tracked on Valanta? We are. Yeah, the thing is, we actually hit all of our waypoints. And then as soon as we got to Dover, it just... yeah. It was doing everything as it should up until Dover. Don't know why. And now we're back on route again. I don't know why at Dover it just bugged out. But yeah, 400 feet. Once we reach 37,000, we'll turn the seatbelt signs off. Because there's no turbulence. I'll try and turn on the weather. We've got no terrain radar. Didn't think we would. And we're going to Innsbruck. Yeah, this could be interesting. There's a few things we can use though to try and ensure we don't hit the terrain. But I don't think the weather radar's working, is it? No. Actually. No. Because as I flick that, I want to see WXR appear, but I'm not. Okay, so the weather radar's also not working. But we can see waypoints and stuff, I think. Yeah, we can.
Ladies and gentlemen, once
Yeah,
again, Captain speaking. We've just reached our cruising altitude for the flight. As it begins to settle in, I do want to remind you to please keep your feet and elbows clear from the aisle as the flight attendants will be coming through the cabin with galley carts shortly. Also, one more reminder to please refrain from congregating with the front galley where the flight deck door is located. Thank you.
Yep, so that's the captain just making the announcement. Because we're at our cruising altitude. So yeah, doing about 500 knots ground speed. Yeah, it's good that it shows you all the information. Our altitude's just slightly above 37,000 because it's obviously standardised altimeter. So it's not the altimeter that it is on the ground where we are. But yeah, looks like we're at our cruising altitude about. Did it say the ETA on there? Yeah, okay. Oh, okay, so you're postponing your to your flight to Tuesday, okay. Next Tuesday, so don't know what day that is now. Was it date? So it wouldn't be the 12th, it would be the 19th. So would it be 19th? Hang on. I'm not sure now. $19th, yeah. Yeah. Right. So it's got no smoking signs on, and so if it's a 3:28 Zulu arrival, it's only about 40 minutes. Until we should be thinking about the approach. I'm just going to increase my volume because I notice I get very quiet sometimes. Well, not I get quiet, I just appear very quiet. So I just do that. Yeah, I like the 737s 800s because it's one I know from X-Plane 11. Not familiar with the 700. I know there's not too much of a difference, but you know. Yeah. Do want the 800 though, that'd be good. Both of your 700 flights would be good. But yeah, it looks like doing quite good work with those PMDG are doing very well with those 737s, to be honest. Yeah, can't wait for them. To me, they're like the Boeing equivalent of the Airbus A320. Yeah. Yeah, whenever the 800 is released. I think the biggest difference though between them is that the 700 it is shorter. Just looking at the photos, I can just tell it's shorter. And I've also looked up the stats for it, and it is actually shorter. In terms of the length of the fuselage. There's a river down there, which you can just see out the bottom of the cloud. Yeah, just below the clouds. Oh, that would be good, yeah. I need to do an SL stream again one day. It's been about a year, maybe just over a year. God, that's gone quick. Oh my word. I say that, I'm thinking, is it? Like, oh my. The RC has gone quick. Yeah. Stafford County Railway is quite a good Roblox game, to be honest. I think that and Pirate Train Flight Simulator have got to be my favourite games on Roblox. Apart from, there's not really many others that I like playing, really. So, you know. But yeah, hopefully the airport upgrade as well. That'll be good. They're gonna add any scenery around the airport? It's my question. I don't know. I haven't actually looked at all the development updates, to be honest. Point wants to reopen Discord again to go and look through the their Discord server to see what they're doing to it. If they've posted any yeah, they've posted a few sneak peeks, to be honest. Yeah, hopefully that'll be good. Their new extension for Airlink Express, where you can go from Newry to Lynn, is quite good. Except for when everyone else is taking advantage of the new routes, and then they're also doing the same thing as me, and you get congestion on the line. Then it can become annoying, but for the most part though, it's fun. The only problem is when you're an express going through the waterline stations. And obviously all the waterline trains are a stopping service. And then you're an express stuck behind a waterline train for about 5 minutes. You think, really? Yeah, that's always fun. So yeah, might be back on Euro Truck Simulator 2 again next week, hopefully. Just not Truckers MP this time. I'll try to do another one with another couple within the week, hopefully, as well. If I remember. On another game. Oh yeah, oh of course the new events they've introduced into the game. I forgot about them. Yes. Where was I? I was at Lynn by the Sea thinking, oh, is this a new 5 mile an hour restriction? With these yellow boards saying 5, and I was like, they're new. I was like, is this a new speed limit into Lynn by the Sea? And I was like, that's new. I was like, I'm not, and then I didn't realise that was a random event, and it was a temporary speed restriction. Even I've seen loads of videos on those before, and should have seen that was a temporary speed restriction. But yeah, they hold you up for a long time. Yeah, I think Newry Harbour is probably one of the worst places for it to happen, isn't it? Because it's just a single line track, so you're relying on everyone else getting out of the way, and if they're doing 5 miles an hour on that, they're stuck on that for about 5 minutes. Maybe not that long, I don't know. It's difficult to know how long they'll be on that for, but either way, they're going to be on that line for a while. That must be painful, going through that. Yeah, can't imagine what Newry Harbour's like when you've got other people as well. To be honest, like 15 minutes. I don't even know if you. It sounded like it was just you, to be honest. I don't know. In the area. But yeah, those flooding events do cause a lot of disruption. Oh, we're almost halfway. I would use ATC, but unfortunately the fly-by-wire doesn't sync the route anymore to the built-in ATC. So I'm hoping for an update to fix that. Unless there's a setting somewhere that I'm missing, which isn't impossible. Shall we look? Oh, hello. I'm just trying to work out how to pronounce that. Is that... Hang on. Yeah, thank you for the follow. Oh, MCDU keyboard input? Yeah, it is unrealistic though. ATS ATC source, so yeah, VATSIM, that's fine. Meta source, VATSIM, TAF source, yeah. Audio, iPad. Yeah, nothing too crazy going on there. Okay. Wasn't sure, because I know on the Salty Simulation 747 there's a setting for it to sync your flight that you input into the VFR map. In fact, is it actually on the VFR map? I'm just loading it up quickly. Might take a minute or two to load. There it is. No, our route isn't on the VFR map. Okay. Yeah. So it won't detect our flight plan, it won't know where we're going to and from, so it'll just be a VFR plan and it will just do, we can only request a flight following. And clearance through different airspaces is all we can get from ATC at the moment, which is annoying. VATSIM would definitely be a way around that, but because you have to input your flight plan anyway, so they'll have that anyway. Need to look into that. But yeah, got the wing view. Nice view. Where are we? That's a good question. I want to say we're in Germany. Yeah, we just left Luxembourg. So off to the right we've got Metz, which is in... Is that in France? And then and we're currently flying over Germany. Is that France? I'm not sure now. Yeah, it's difficult to know which not airspace, which country that is. without looking it up. Because on it is France, yeah, I thought it was. Yeah. It's difficult to say because there's different borders and stuff on Valanta that were just showing up. But I think that was actually a road, not a border. Never mind. Must have been a main road. But yeah, off to the right is France, and then to our left is Germany. We're about to go past Frankfurt in a minute. But yeah, nice view of yeah, there isn't really a lot going on down there. In front we've just got some more clouds. Hopefully they'll go away before we get to Innsbruck, otherwise it's going to be an interesting approach because it's in the Alps, loads of mountains. Some of the mountains are about 10,000 foot, some of them are even higher than that. So Innsbruck's in a valley, so we haven't got to land on, so we've got to try and navigate into the valley without crashing into a mountain. Once we're in the valley it'll be alright, but it's just entering into that valley because obviously you can't see it through a cloud layer. But it does seem to be just a layer of cloud, not a huge cloud towering above, which we're going to have to navigate through without a terrain radar, so we won't get the terrain callouts or anything. So I don't actually, is GPWS disabled without, if the terrain radar is not available? Well, that's actually a good question. Might be able to get GPWS callouts actually, but I don't think it'll know if there's the actual landscape and whereabouts we are in comparison to the landscape. Yeah, no, we will get GPWS callouts because that's a separate system. But yeah, coming up to Switzerland and Austria in a bit, aren't we? So yeah, we've just flown past Frankfurt, which is probably off our left wingtip actually. So if I go and quickly flick back over, yeah, there's cloud. Should have seen that. But yeah, there's plenty of clouds around. But yeah, not too far away now, to be honest, are we? Looks like we'll be arriving about past. So it was actually only about an hour flight, really. Because we took off at past. This time we're about 13 minutes away from our destination, according to yeah. So let's just have a look at Valanta and see what that's saying. 22 minutes till the arrival. So what we're going to do is we'll just put seatbelt signs on. Make sure everyone's sitting down before we begin our descent in about 5 minutes. And I'll be back in one moment. Right, sorry about that. Yeah, should be approaching our top of descent any minute now. The other thing is, I've forgotten to do, I need to go down here into Desk Data CO again, quite close. What we'll do is we'll go to MCDU, ATSU, AOC, weather request, send, return, receive messages, because I didn't clear the one from earlier. I've just deleted the one from now. So weather request, send. And we're going to receive messages. Wait for it to appear. There it is. And we'll go ahead and print the Metal report. And we'll go and grab that. Return, we can delete the meta because we've got that. And saying that the it'll be 050 at 5 knots, so it'll be I can't remember what runways are at Innsbruck. 08 approach, so let's go to flight plan. Innsbruck arrival. It'll be what was briefed is the question, because runway 8 was actually briefed. It was the 1 Bravo, okay. So I'm gonna go Yankee. And then it was exib. Okay, so that's right at the bottom. One Bravo. Right, approaches, we had... Oh, hang on. Oh, no, Yankees what I went with, wasn't it? Yep. That's true, and yep, we want to go with LM as well. And insert. And we want to send now. Down to about 15,000, and we'll do a controlled descent. Close all that off. The overlay for that chart says we should be at 13,000, not at, no, 13,000 feet or above. At that waypoint there.
From the flight deck, ladies and gentlemen, as you may have noticed, we have begun our initial descent down to our destination. Now would be a good time to wrap up any business you need to take care of as we prepare for our approach. If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated until the aircraft arrives safely at the gate. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
Okay. 130. No, hang on. 13,000. We're descending. There you go. And also here at Elm. Oh. Okay. Hang on, let's see if I can do this correctly this time. There you go. Yeah. Okay, so we are descending. Oh, that's interesting. Didn't know the SEO got sneak peek, but nothing's been said. I wonder what Charlie Roblox is gonna say. Right, so we'll go with an auto brake of medium. Speed brake armed. We are descending. Seems to be a plane over there, but that doesn't mean they're in Innsbruck, because we are still a distance away. Anything else we need to be aware of? There is a bit more clouds coming up, which could make this a bit of a challenge. The charts do give me altitude restrictions, which will hopefully keep me safe, but if they don't take me below the clouds, because the clouds are high enough that we're okay. So we could have clouds over Austria, and if they're about 15,000, we could get away with this approach. I don't think that's going to be the case, though. Do I still have the thing with all the okay. QNH 1021. Temperature's 19, dew point's 12. Clouds are broken at 8,000 feet. This could make things interesting. I should check the weather, shouldn't I? Okay. But it does say broken. But it doesn't say Kavok, which would... So it's not VFR. And we'd be going into this approach in a VFR state. Because we don't have the terrain radar, so we wouldn't know where the terrain is. We'll continue as far as we can. We may have to divert. Which would make this very interesting. I'll tell you that now. If we do go around, we can always go for a couple more. How much fuel we got? We got plenty of fuel. The alternate was Frankfurt, but if we haven't got enough fuel, I'm going to change the alternate to Munich. Because that is what Simbrief did say to me, but the virtual airline wants me to go to Frankfurt. No, I'm not going to find that there, am I? Fuel. So have a quick look at the fuel. So we've got 6,000 kilos of fuel. And I loaded about 2,500 kilos. So we've got plenty of fuel to get me to Frankfurt. Right, what was the altimeter is the question. It was 1021. We'll quickly input that then. I know it's a little bit early, but I'm just preparing myself for the approach. Yeah, so here we go. We've already got the cloud layer coming up now. We're still 20,000 feet. And I'm going to clear the plane down to the 13,000. Just make sure it's definitely updated. Oh right, so Stepford Airport Parkway. Yeah, I have to have a look in a minute when I'm landed to see what it looks like, but hopefully it's good. No bit of turbulence here and there, but we have got seatbelt signs on. But yeah, hopefully I can get below this cloud layer. Because if we can, I can land a plane at Innsbruck. Which is the reason why I'm not just going to give up. Because we either land or we don't land here, so... I knew it was going to be interesting knowing we wouldn't have a terrain radar, but I thought it'd be worth a go. So yeah, coming up to 15,000 feet now, so hopefully should level up in a moment. The clouds might actually be 8,000 feet. But if they stay like this, it should be alright. I can see the Alps just over in the distance. You can see just over there. There is some mountains, which is what I want to see, because that's what we want to fly towards. I mean, I also don't want to see them because otherwise, because without the mountains, then this landing would be a lot easier. But it's one of the many landmarks around Innsbruck, so we do want to see them. Just the challenge is, once I have landed, getting out of Innsbruck again. If I land, that is. Because if I decide to take off on a day where it's really cloudy in Innsbruck, I'm not getting out of there. Anyway, here we go. Engine's about a rev. Or gonna increase power. And we're maintaining this altitude. But we are slightly descending still. And we're level. So there's a gap in the clouds in front. So hopefully, if we have enough of the gaps in the cloud, we should be able to find a point which we can descend into the valley. Might be a bit of a last minute descent though. But as long as we can see it's clearly visible to get under the cloud. Obviously I can't do it now because I can see there's a mountain in the way. And I'm aware that this isn't the valley. When it turns left, that's basically when we're in the valley. Then we follow it. Basically the whole way down. In fact, I'm going to just step through the plan. So we can try and see this valley. Yeah, it does have that right turn in there. But it looks like we're going to have to navigate that ourselves. And hopefully... Yeah, and also the valley is... also about 4,000 feet high. So yeah, this could get interesting. Anyway, there's the clouds in front. But we are above the Alps, so that's all good. I'm just going to change that back to arc into a plan. Yeah, it's about 50 nautical away. And the valley itself is about 20 nautical, so still got a bit of distance to fly. I can barely see the tops of these mountains, but I am completely aware that it should be safe to fly at this altitude, because that's the altitude that this wants me to fly at. I'm just going to have a quick look at the RNAV and see if there's actually any altitudes. No, there isn't. Ah. Thankfully, due to the chart, I have actually got an idea where the terrain is. So, at WIA 11, which is a waypoint on our route, which is just under 20 nautical away, about 15 nautical away. That's... In fact, no, actually... Yeah. At that point, we should be able to start safely descending. Because the terrain now is about 7,000 feet. MSL. Which is the way the altitude on this plane is calculated as well. Is an MSL. So hopefully we should be able to descend around about that sort of waypoint. Down to about 8,000 feet. So yeah, the altitude of the airport is about 3,000, so obviously we still need to descend. So after we pass WI 814, we should be able to descend down to the 3,000. Okay. And we're supposed to be at 13,000 feet or above here. Which is one of the reasons why I didn't want to be on the standardised altimeter, just in case there was any deviations and any differences in the altimeters. I think if it was on the standardised altimeter, it would be a bit, can't remember if it would be a bit higher or a bit lower, I can't remember the way it works. But yeah. Still, if I had a look at the chart. In fact, you couldn't even see the chart when I was talking about it. I just realised that. yeah, looks like I can see into the valley there. My question is that the valley, or is that just me thinking that's the valley? I'm not going to descend just yet. But we are coming up to WI 11. As you can see there, which is where I said to descend down to about 8,000 feet. So we'll quickly put in 8,000. Saying 10,600 there. But I'm going to do an uncontrolled descent. Well, a descent where there's no conditions on it. But I'm going to wait until I pass that. Oh, hello. Oh, thank you for that. It's a lag increase, it no. Well, it was for a minute then. So I thought on stream it just started lagging. But yeah, thanks for the follow. Where are we? We're coming up to the descent point. I think if we descend now down to about 8,000, I can just about see that valley. I need speed to be at 250 knots tops. I should have brought that back ages ago, actually. I'm going to bring it back to 210, actually. And I'm going to use a little trick. Speed brake. Speed bake? No, speed brake. Yeah, probably why. Yeah, I probably would be ending after landing. If I land, that is, I'm sure I will. But it's interesting not having a terrain radar. Well, I need that speed to come down. What altitude are we at? 12,400. Yeah, this might be a go around just due to the fact this will be an unstable approach, because I can see an MD-82 on the ground at 1900 feet, which would be Innsbruck. Which would mean I'm way above the glide. So I'm just going to leave the speed brake deployed just to see if I can get the airspeed, the altitude down. I can barely see now. If the visibility worsens, I'm going to have to go around. Looks alright though. More importantly, if the airport's down there and we're going to go... Yeah, this is just... No, that's not going to be stable, is it? What I'm going to do... So I'm going to bring the airspeed back to 180 knots. And I was going to manually turn the plane, but then I realised that you can turn using the heading bug. So that's what I'm going to do. At 10,700 feet, okay. Heading bug to the right. We're now below the clouds, which is good. Let's just bring the landing lights on. Just put all the lights on, there we go. Oh, thank you for the message, Aviation Rochelle. Just continue doing the right turn. Don't stop the right turn. Oh god. Mounting to our right. Yeah. I'm gonna go this way for a bit. We have got a mountain directly in front of us, so I'm gonna have to go that way. Right, I'll go turn left again. And flaps 2. Okay. This could be interesting. Okay. Manual throttle. We'll just hand fly the plane.
2,500.
Yeah, just skipping the mountain. There we go.
1,000.
1,000 feet. But we're not 1,000 feet above the airport. We're way much higher than that. That's horrible noise. And I don't like it. There we go, that's gone now. Gear down. In fact, that's what that was, wasn't it? It was the gear.
2,500.
Take out the spoilers. Pitch up, because we are descending way too quickly. Arm speed brake. We'll do another U-turn again. What we'll do is we'll go all the way to this ridge here, and then we'll do a left turn again. We'll do flaps 3. Bit more throttle. Don't want the airspeed coming down too low. Yeah, don't often hand fly a commercial jet, do you? I want to use the autopilot. This is something new to me. Well, it's not. I've done this before, but it's not something I do regularly. So yeah, speed's decreasing, but that's fine. Just introduce a bit more throttle.
2,500.
2,500, flaps 4. And hopefully don't want to go too near that terrain over there. Just idle throttle. In fact, we'll just bring it slightly above idle.
2,500.
We are descending way too quickly again. Probably doesn't help with this bank angle that I'm using, and looks like we can bring it onto the glide slope quite easily. We'll just follow this ridge to our right, and we'll see if we can safely land the plane. To be honest, the visibility is not too bad. It was just initially getting below the clouds into the valley. Once we was in the valley, it was alright. I knew that once we was in the valley, it'd be alright, but we haven't actually checked the cabin yet. Okay, throttle's idle. Runway's in sight.
1,000.
1,000, 1,000 feet. It's a bit of a steep approach angle, but a bit fast. Okay. Not really what I'd classify as stable.
500.
500 feet. Still haven't reached minimums.
400.
Yeah, we're gonna just go around. Yeah, that was the safest thing to do in that situation. Gear up.
Too low. Terrain.
Yeah. Now, yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and bring the altitude up to about 5,000. So engage your autopilot. 160 knots. 5,000 feet. And a heading. I want to head that way. It's 165 knots, heading of 62 degrees, and hopefully that would be fine. Always love a go around. No, that's going to overspeed the flaps. Just retract the flaps. Oh, there we go. I was wondering why it wasn't engaging. I was just slightly above the detent. Okay. Heading 62. 5,000 feet. Yeah, it's all good. Right. What I'm going to do... Speed needs to come down. Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's how fast we're going. Okay. I thought we oversped the flaps then. Okay. Hello.
2,500.
Oh, we've got an FA-18. Oh. Nice, cool stunts there. I don't know if that's on watching now or not, but... That's pretty cool. I've never had an FA-18 come up straight up to my aircraft like that before. Yeah. What is it? I'm not on ATC. I bet that's the issue, isn't it? So yeah, we'll change our heading now. So we go around to the right. So 060 plus 118, that'll be 220 degrees. Will be a full right turn to 280. It's 220. Probably going to go to 222. That way it's definitely 180 degrees. Round to the right. And I'll bring this airspeed down to 160. Okay, that's not where I wanted to end up. What was it before? 060 plus 18. No. It was 242. Ignore me. We're 20 degrees out. I was thinking that it seemed about like 20 degrees out. Yeah, something didn't add up there. Yeah, no, we're not quite right because we've obviously. Yeah. Just going to try and keep it as close to this left bridge as possible.
2,500.
So gears up, spoilers disarm. In fact, we're going to arm it, but we don't need speed brake. I don't know why I left that out.
2,500.
Got flaps 3, can go flaps 4. But we don't really need the unnecessary drag. Because it would be unnecessary at this point. In fact, I forgot to do this earlier. Perf, we're in the approach phase. Confirm the approach phase. The QNH is 1021. The temperature is 19. Checking out the window again. Got everything's looking perfectly fine. Magnitude and wind is 0505 knots. And baro, because we don't have radio altimeter for some reason. Okay. And the baro would be... Where's Navigraph? There. $2,000. In fact, I'm actually going to go with 2,100 actually. And that should give us our minimums as well, which would help me make a bit more of a stable approach on the next time we do it. Hopefully. So yeah, there's Innsbruck down there. People approaching from this end. Yeah, no, the wind is blowing that way, okay. Heading
2,500.
that way, altitude 4,000. No, that's not what I want. Heading altitude of 4,000. Let's activate. Flaps full. Airspeed of 150 knots. There was someone landing, so I'm going to give him a bit more time. And we'll just extend our final. We're about to level off at 4,000 feet. We're quite close to the terrain now. Just do a quick cabin check. And we have got one more landing memo, which is blue, and that's landing gear. Okay, that's fine. I'll bring that down in just a moment, but we'll just turn right for now. Round to the right. About about there. And hopefully we can get away from the air. Not get away from the airport. Not get away from the mountains. Turn. Turn. Forgot to monitor that then. But yeah, looks like we're gonna miss the mountains by quite some margin, so that's not too bad. Oh, airport's down there. Okay. I didn't realise I was still that close to the airport. Airspeed 145 knots. I've just increased our descent rate. No. Gear down, that's what it is. I'm doing everything, thinking, what?
Please prepare for landing.
What he's begging me for my attention.
Pull up. Pull up.
Yeah. I can't make a stable approach today for some reason.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
100 above.
Pull up.
Minimum.
Minimums, and we're way above the touchdown zone. No, no, no.
50.
Don't even try it. My brain says continue attempting it. Not what I should be thinking, is it? I'll tell you what, I've got a plan. Instead of the way we've been doing it for the past 2 attempts, we'll just, because I've misjudged how close I am to the airport still. I think that's my problem. I've misjudged how close I am to that airport, and it's just gone, I need to land. So maybe my airspeed might have been a bit too slow for that one. Just get the flaps to about 2.
1,000.
And the airspeed up to about 160 knots. There goes the landing gear warning again. There we go, just cut that out because we're not landing. We're going around. It's just a terrain. But yeah, hopefully, third time lucky. If not, I don't know what I'm going to do. I've never had this much problems landing before. So yeah, like last time, my airspeed might have been a bit too low. Go to 190 knots.
2,500.
And flaps 1. Again, we'll just follow this ridge along, and then hopefully end up landing. I want to be quick though, because there is someone else about to come in for a landing over there, potentially. So we've now passed the threshold of the runway. Just got to pitch up because
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
yeah, as you can hear, I was being shouted at. Yeah, this is where we did the U-turn last time, which you can see is just way too close to the airport. Again, landing gear caution. Got too close to terrain again, that's what that is. It's going, you need to put your landing gear down. Bring the airspeed back down to about 150 knots. Flaps 2. Flaps 3. Just. Do a left turn. Want to try and keep into the terrain so I can do the right turn. And we'll do the right turn now. Trying to keep the altitude under control. Do flaps 4. Spoilers armed. Cabin check. No, that landing memo still is blue. It's gone. And all the landing memos are gone. Okay. Too high again, obviously. Right, this looks better. Right, landing speed 140 knots, 139 knots. That'll do. Pitch up slightly. Landing gear down. Cabin check.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
I'm just going to do that. So I've got the runway in sight.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Why is it this don't
Don't
sink
sink.
warning?
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
That's probably where I'm
Don't
going
sink.
for the...
Don't sink. 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 Don't sink.
There we go. That will sort that out. Yeah.
1,000.
1,000 feet above. And this is more stable than we've had in the past. Descent rate's a little bit too high. And looking good.
500.
500 feet. We've got to idle the throttle because we are
400.
slightly fast and a little bit high, but
300.
take that throttle out, it should be alright.
200. 100.
Yeah, this looks much better.
50.
Still a little bit high, but
30. 20. 10. 5.
oh, down. Shame I don't have any rudder pedals to try and get me back onto that runway. And we landed. Right. After the third attempt, but you know, still landed. Whole half an hour late. Okay, it's always a good start. Landing lights off. Oh no, tax light on. Wing light off. And strobes can come off once you've passed the threshold. That's on TA. Right, so the strobe light off. APU can start. bring all these systems back on before I forget. Oh. Maybe turning might be useful. There you go, just use engine 1 just to try and spin it around a bit quicker. Is the APU starting? Yes, good. Is that a gate? That looks like a gate. No, that wasn't. It was just a funny line that was on the screen making me think it was. Okay, never mind. To be honest, they're all just parked randomly anyway, aren't they? So we'll just stop there. Those off. Right. APU on. Engine generators off. In fact, we don't need the bleeds on. Engines off. Transponder off. Predicted wind shear off. And seatbelt signs off. Right, we landed. Somehow. Right, next we'll just bring on the external power. Bring the APU gen off and the APU off. Beacon can come off and the nav. Cruise supply off. We don't need the cruise supply. Anything else on the overhead that needs to come off? Yeah, fuel pumps, definitely. They shouldn't be on. RSs, we're not doing another flight, so RS is off. That one off. We're just going to go cold and dark now, so we'll leave the lighting on. In fact, we'll put those on just in case someone else wants to load up into a plane that is really dark. So no turn on power. They get dome lighting, so it's nice and bright in here. Same again for the pedestal. Make sure the floodlights on. Leave those lights on. Just any lights that are on, just leave them on. Don't need to turn them off. Don't want the paper on the plane. Get rid of that. Put that back on the menu. Clear the notification. Flight directors can come off. Put that back onto that screen. Anything else? Generators are all off. They're all off. That's still available. What is actually our wheel temperatures, just so we know? 145 degrees Celsius. Okay. Not too bad. Got a company message apparently, so let's have a look. ATSU. OC. Received messages. Company message. I don't know why I've got a company message thing there. That shouldn't be there. TCAS standby and parking brake. That's all good. Any more pressurization's gone. Electrical system. That's all good. It's all coming from external power. The APU gen. I think that's still... No, it's gone as well. Good. Hydraulics. No pressure whatsoever. Good. Flight controls. Yeah, looks good. So, yeah, okay. I've just noticed the wind's blowing the rudder. So yeah, everything's looking good. Doors. None of the doors are open, but that's fine. Of course, the air conditioning's off because there's no... Yeah, that all looks good. Okay, so we'll just shut down the plane from this point onwards then. And the plane is shut down. Was any of the external lighting on? Nope. Okay. I'll submit the flight to the airline. I think I've got a rating on that flight about 95 to 98, something like that. The landing wasn't as soft as it could have been, but if it was a bit softer, it would have been a better landing rating, which would have been good. But anyway, that doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, see what Volanta says. Yeah, minus 197 feet per minute. Yeah, and landing force of 1.01 Gs. Landed at 114 knots, so we did bleed off quite a lot of airspeed above that runway before we landed. So that's not too bad. But yeah, I'm going to end it off here. Later on in the week, I'll probably do another stream, probably on Terra 3D Pro. Maybe another one on Euro Truck Simulator 2, because I do want to play Euro Truck Simulator 2 again at some point. Apart from it, that's it. Until next one, I'll speak to you all sometime again very soon. And yeah, apart from that, enjoy the rest of your day. I'll speak to you all in the next one. Until then, goodbye.